Econgalos, folks. How are we doing today? On your screen, you see this little sodomite right here, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, he got the little Isis of Horus pillared up with his ugly mug in the midst of it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this and see what he's got to say. He's trying to sell a new book he got, and something like that. And he's supposed to be publishing this book, and he's gonna tell us about cosmic queries, and then we're gonna answer some questions, because we know that this side of mine ain't gonna answer no questions. We're gonna run it anyways. That way we got an idea of where we're at today, or in the current era, as we move into this new awakening. To let them tell it, the reset. Let's see what they got for us.
Stories, one of them, because this book is designed around questions whether or not we have answers to them, because these are questions that we've carried with us in civilization forever.
I'll be talking about that all the time, dude.
What's it all made of?
Right.
What is our place in the universe? How
you think he's going to tell us?
And some of those questions, we got that. We've got the answers.
You think so? You do?
Others, we offer you some ideas that we have, but we're not sure. There's a whole other category of questions where we don't even know if it's the right question.
What?
And I'll give a quick example. On Earth, if you visit Santa Claus and you say, Santa, please point north to me. I want to keep going north.
He said visit Santa Claus?
Every direction Santa will point is due south. In fact, Santa, because Santa's on the North Pole, Santa can't point east or west even. So the question, which way is north, on the North Pole has no meaning. Now, we know that. You have to think about it, but we know that in advance because we've set up the grid ourselves. But in space, on the frontier of inquiry, you don't even know.
Oh, gonna hit me with that bullshit? No, I'm not buying what you're saying right now. Because here it comes.
I want most answered?
Here it comes.
It's the question I don't even yet know to.
Oh, I fucking told you, man. How the fuck? Holy shit! Play it back. You see this fucking sodomite? Because he fucking kind of revealed a little bit there for a second, and then he hit you with the devil horns and told you a fucking lie, man. Watch this shit.
On the North Pole. So
because
the question, which way is north, on the North Pole has no meaning.
Bam. 100% truth. He's absolutely right. If the sides are the north, and you've reached the side, what the fuck are we talking about? All right. Now, he buries it all up. You can't understand half what the fuck he's saying.
Now we know that. You have to think about it, but we know that in advance because we've set up the grid ourselves.
Okay, thanks for the reveal, because he sure right. He just told you. We do. Hey, you got way more power. It's right here, player. Right here. Where you at? In there. That's the power of your mind. I mean, I could sit here and imagine that I'm talking to every individual on the planet. I can conceive that. I can think that, and as I speak to you right now, that's what I that's why I'm not trying to. I'm trying to do better about staying on point and not jumbling up and being all. It's not easy to do whenever you don't know where you're going. You just going somewhere you don't really know. But I don't. This is open to all ears, so I have to kind of. I know what the fuck I'm saying, and if I'm gonna say something and I don't know exactly, I'm gonna make sure that every word comes out of my mouth, I know what I'm saying. I mean, I gotta accept every word what I'm saying, and sometimes it takes me a minute to be able to grab the word that I need. And I mean, it's not easy for people to listen to or follow. So I'm trying to do better about that. Back on point. This guy's burying the lead. Because he gonna proceed right now to hit you with just like with the diamond, when they hit you with these anchors, is what they call them. That shit is so that you buy the lie. You see what I mean? There's more to these fucking symbols and shit than them just throwing them up there so you know what's going on. I mean, that's part of it, but the bigger part of it is getting you to fucking buy in or not say anything or just take it in stride. Not question it. Not look into it. Don't ever pick up no books and think you're gonna fucking figure out something for yourself. No, don't do that. Ask this fucker right here. Let him tell you about it. Trust this motherfucker.
But in space, on the frontier of inquiry, you don't even know if your question is the right question. So, what's the question I want most answered? It's the question I don't even yet know to ask.
Wow.
That's what drives me.
What a dumb son of a bitch.
Let me ask a few that you asked in the book.
Look, let's dupe into light motherfucker right here.
Sort of give us the short form answer to them. What happened before the beginning of the universe, or is that a question that has no meaning since time didn't exist before the universe existed?
So the cop-out answer is we've defined time as the beginning. So to ask what's before it would be like asking Santa Claus what is north of the North Pole, because you hike your way as far north as you can, you're done. So I don't mind that as an answer, but we have other ways of thinking about that question right now. For example, the full universe itself can contain pocket universes within it. This rolls out of our understandings of quantum physics.
No, it rolls out of your understanding of the fucking basic fundamental damn shit. I mean,
when you merge those
it just keeps. I mean, you can never. There's no ending.
And so our universe could be a pocket. Our observable universe can be a pocket within multiple pockets, perhaps an infinite number of them.
It's like the Bible.
And
Yes,
we have a word for
yes,
this.
that's
the multiverse. You've heard of this in science fiction. Is there a
no, because I really don't fuck with that shit, bro.
Right? So it may be universes within a multiverse are being continually made. And our
see, when they use these fucking words like we sit here talking about universe, man, you got to break that shit down to something what you can understand. And what he's telling you is you are not the fucking vessel. There's multiple layers here, and the picture don't come clear till all that shit's on the same frequency. There's a whole lot of shit going on, but you can't see, and you don't have no idea what's going on. We're not even fucking aware of it. We think we know it all, but we don't know shit. We don't know a damn thing. And this fucking guy, if you, it's no wonder why people's confused, because the words, man, the words.
Around before our universe, in our universe, but time may go infinitely far in the past as a clock kept by the multiverse rather than by our own place within it. So we've been exploring that lately. And by the way, if there's an infinite number of them, then all molecules and
who the fuck is he talking about when he says we?
Will assemble in all possible ways, and that led to the idea that maybe you and I are having this conversation in that future. Except maybe, we're 10 years older or 10 years younger, or there's some little difference about it. But so people like thinking of I think it's their immortality urge, thinking of themselves coexisting in any of these other universes. And they would make interesting stories if you start visiting each other.
Let me bring you back down to Earth, which is...
No.
It's a big question.
Laugh it up.
So that's another fascinating frontier. I mean, here we are on Earth. We had all the right ingredients, right? As in the ingredients for biochemistry. So the
generations,
hydrogen,
what are you talking
oxygen,
about?
carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus. All of these ingredients are part of the birth ingredients of our solar system. And by the way, they're common across the galaxy. So that's a very important fact there. Then these atoms make molecules, organic molecules. Okay, but that happens spontaneously. We got this because they want to get together. All right, carbon is a very sticky element. It's in the presence of oxygen and other things. It's going to stick to itself and stick to it. So it'll start growing molecules. So the big question is, how do you go from inanimate molecules to self-replicating life? And that remains a frontier. Some of it has like a chicken egg problem. Does the RNA make the DNA, but the DNA has to give instruction to make the RNA? And so we have a lot of biologists scratching their heads.
Hey,
right
man,
now.
and don't get it twisted up because
So
because
when I
they
it,
talk about the
it's a
egg.
frontier.
I'm telling you right now,
People
your
working
ass
on
came
it.
from an egg.
So I'm good with that.
Yes. And
often
when they
this is
use the
where somebody
Viper,
deeply religious
man,
might step in and say, well, you needed God for that. And
no,
like
you
I
just
said,
need
this
good.
book,
You just need
Cosmic
good.
Queries, touches many questions that will touch people, will affect people, possibly religiously, definitely philosophically. And all I'm saying is that it's the next frontier. Yeah, we don't have an answer yet, but are you going to say we'll never have an answer? I'm without appealing to deity, I'm not prepared to say that, because with top people working on hard problems throughout the history of science,
Appealing
we
to
have solved
deity.
problems.
I mean,
Let
that's
me ask you a question that
that's
Enrico
what you
Fermi-
are. What are you talking about?
Where is everybody?
That's a really important question that Enrico Fermi asked. He's a physicist back, 70 years ago, 80 years ago. And so he was thinking about this, thinking about aliens. Where are they? If they're
Wow.
anywhere in the
Fucking
galaxy,
aliens.
you can run a fast
There
calculation
ain't no
and show
damn alien,
that
dude.
if you're anywhere in the
What the
galaxy
fuck?
and you have technologies to expand to other planets, they would have expanded
Other
across the entire
planets?
galaxy by now, in the history of our galaxy.
Okay,
So
okay,
you can
okay,
do that
okay.
calculation, and that's what
I'm gonna have to do something different here. We can't listen to this fucking guy, man. We can't listen to this fucking guy if we don't know what the words mean. You see what I mean? We can't. We can't listen to this fucking guy. Man, this guy. What the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? Dude. Oh, man. Hold up, y'all. I'll be right back. Alright, so, words. They're of the greatest importance. The meaning. If we miss the meaning, we miss the point. So, I was talking about the egg. We were talking about the egg. Viper. Natural history. About his venomous, checkered black and white. Could someone let me know if that's true? I don't know if that's true. I'm thinking that might be a little bit of that brotherhood code. Vivaparous. Here we go. Vivaparous, bringing forth its young alive, opposed to oviparous. Yeah. Okay. Oviparous. Ovum and perio, bringing forth eggs, not vivaparous. Ovova. I'm not sure, man. It fucks with me whenever, because did you see it? Bringing forth its young alive, but through the hatching or breaking of the eggs before extrusion. I'm not sure what animal. I'm just. Hey, I'm telling you, there's more to the egg than what you think. Right here, bearing or producing its young alive. Now, right here. Here we go. Goldsmith, Animated Nature, Volume 1. The usual distinction of animals with respect to their manner of generation has been into the oviparous and vivaparous kinds, or in other words, into those that bring an egg which is afterwards hatched into life, and those that bring forth their young alive and perfect. How come you know what that? How come you know about the word right here? How come? Why they ain't tell you about this when they're talking about born there, birth this, and all of that shit? Why didn't they tell you about the viviparous? I'm trying to figure it out. Oviduct, oviform, oviviparous, ovum, an egg, and ductus, from ducere, to lead, that which leads, the passage for the egg. Oviform, shaped or formed like an egg, egg-shaped or an oval. Oviviparous, to bring forth, bringing forth, bearing, or producing eggs. So, in case you didn't know, my man was talking about, he talking about planets. Come on, what's up with it? Are you kidding me? I'll tell you what, you motherfucker. Now then, planet, to stray, to wander. See the quote from Pliny. Man, I miss it every time. I do this every time. How the fuck do I want to see it? What? I know I'm just I ain't gonna do this, dude. Why do I do this? Unbelievable. See the quotation from Pliny. Is this him right here? They just spelled it funny? Is that what the deal is? That's what threw me off. I was looking for the fucking Y at the end, but it ain't there. Between the earth and heaven there hung in the same spirit or element of air above named 7 stars, severed one from another, and distant asunder certain spaces, which of their variable motion we call wandering planets, whereas indeed none stray or wander less than they. In other words, that shit's a wandering fucking star, man. It ain't shit. Oh. Matter of fact, let's look that up right quick. Shit, we in here. We ain't doing nothing. You know, kicking it, shaking it up. Now, we want to find one. Whoa. Like world. You see, when you talk about the world, it meant the age of man. Cause see, veer, like the first part of that shit, what they tell you that it's going all around everywhere. Yeah, that's you, man. Transferred, killing the lives, world from to endure to last. What you need to know about this shit is it's fucking flesh. It's the flesh. It's worldly, as opposed to heavenly. See what I'm saying? It's earthly. It's bodily, the physical. Oh hell, I don't know if I've read this before. What's it say? Goth, word. Anglo-Saxon word, Dutch word, German wort, Swedish ord, from the Gothic worthian, fear, to be or become, see worth, okay? Junus and see, watch here, a word, then will be a thing, anything said or spoken or told, the name of a thing, an articulate utterance of the voice, and hence applied generally to language, speech, talk, and more consequently affirmation, or thing affirmed, declaration, or thing declared, promise, information, elliptically, for word of affirmation, declaration, and company. This motherfucker says see worth. But hang on, we're looking for wonder first. We gotta get wonder first, then we go to worth. Wonder. Derives from wenden, to turn. To turn the mind this way and that with an endeavor to understand or comprehend. And wonder does imply in our usage an effort and desire to understand that which has struck us with surprise or admiration, reverence, generally equivalent to surprise, admiration, amazement, astonishment, that which consequent or that which causes surprise or astonishment with ignorance of the cause. See the quote from Kogan. Well, we know, we got it. We already know. Right here, this one's good. This is good. Won't. When you talk about you want to dwell, to stay, to inhabit, to continue to be or do, to do habitually. So you want to do what now? Because that's what that's what want was. Want. This is him right here. Want. As soon as you start about what you want, yes. See how they jabbed it up for you? Worship. Upon the noun we have formed the verb to worship, to thank, to deem worthy, to respect, to regard as worthy, to honor, to revere, to offer or make offerings of honor or reverence, to perform offices or ceremonies of honor or reverence, to adore. You see what I'm saying? That's what y'all... Man, no way. Where we at? Worth. Anglo-Saxon worthen, Dutch worden. To be or become, or cause to be or become. Woolworth is a very common expression in our older writers. Woe be, or woe be to you. See with. Hold up. Worth. Anything given or paid, price or value set or fixed rate or esteemed in regard or reward, value, desert, merit, or worthy. Valuable, estimable, deserving, mature. So that's my first see worth. Because this is how you do it, man. This is how you do it right here. This is how you do research right here. This is how you get it in. Alright? I'll show you how to do it. With has descended to us from two different Anglo-Saxon verbs. With and to join, and to be. From the latter we have the compounds within and without. Be in, be out. With, when, from the verb worthen and equivalent to by. The impersonal of be. And Mr. Tyrwhitt considers the expressions with mischance, with misadventure, with sorrow, to be parentical curses, and so far coincides the little meaning of these phrases being not as to what things God ye, but be mischance, be misadventure, be sorrow to him or them concerning when those words are spoken, also with evil, with sorrow. The same meaning from... Man, this one's got me... Man, I hate the common words. I mean, the common words are the fucking hardest ones to understand. Because it's so fucking convoluted on top of each other, flipping up and down and all over the damn place. You know what the fuck they're saying. I was gonna go into this other little piece here, but I'll get into it another time. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I need to want anymore. This stupid ass. But let's see what he got to say. Let's see what we can.
To that question, and so now you have to ask, where are they? So there's several replies, several responses as we explore in the book. So one of them is, space travel is just too hard. Really?
Hey.
It's hard on everybody, not just hard on us. So no, they didn't become a multi-planet species. Okay. That's not good for science fiction storytelling, but I think it's the lead answer. Another one might be,
hey, all right, buddy.
they did explore the galaxy, and they did have a go with Earth, took a look at us, and returned to their home planet, reporting there's no sign of intelligent life on Earth. Okay. As we...
This fucking guy,
So
man.
that
That's
would be embarrassing
we
for
don't
us
need to
that
hear
we
no more.
wouldn't
This
even-
fucking guy,
that we
man. I mean,
wouldn't even count
it's not
as
funny if you
intelligence
don't
on
get
their
it. I
scale.
mean,
But here's another more intriguing.
because I mean, he's fooled the
possibility.
fuck out of the people with this shit right here, man. People's watching this motherfucker. There's been 100,000 people watch this fucking shit, man. I can't get 2 views on a video.
They've got.
I
that
mean,
urges them to do
ain't that a
this
motherfucker? I'm trying to tell you.
is incompatible
Oh, here we go. Watch.
with
Here we go.
colonizing the entire galaxy. Why?
You see it?
Because
You see how
as
they do
this
it?
strand of DNA manifests in everyone who's doing this, there'll come a point where they start competing for each other's planets. And they start fighting. I want that planet because I am the colonist, and then they implode.
Why is this dude talking with his hands and shit? I don't understand. What's it?
They say, "Oh, come on, they're aliens."
Why does it take all of that? Because he's lying to you. That's why it takes all that.
How far back do you have to go? Spain, Portugal, France, England. They're colonizing the world, sending their ships and their armies, doing land grabs around the world, and then what happens? They end up fighting with each other.
I mean,
then
are we
the
supposed to be
whole
taking this dude serious?
system
I don't know
of
what the fuck he's
colonization
talking about, honestly.
That happens.
I have no clue.
That's not a stretch. So
Like,
maybe the urge
I mean,
to
yeah,
do
yuck it up,
that,
buddy, because
is self-limiting
this is a damn
of
joke.
your capacity
And
to
if you believe
succeed
any of this shit right
with that
here,
ambition.
you're in a world of
Do you
hurt.
think
Your
that
booty
like
probably
one
hurt.
of the-
Booty will probably hurt so damn bad.
When people ask that question, they're thinking about intelligent life, with ray guns and things.
Oh my
If you're a
lanta.
biologist, you're looking for any life, microbial, anything that has a metabolism that we might recognize as life.
So we letting you know right
If you
there that
just look
if you
at
could just
the
if they could just get anything from there,
of the native ingredients of life as we know it,
because that shit don't
look at
exist,
how
man.
fast life forms on Earth. You look at how many planets are now in the catalog, more than 4,000, and that's just in
Yeah.
our little pocket.
Just
of
one little
Milky Way
pocket. Yep.
Galaxy. You would be inexcusably egocentric to suggest that we are alone in the universe. And so it's these
Do what?
calculations that any one of us have made in astrophysics and astrobiology,
insane.
a new field with the conjoined words of biology and astronomy, astrobiology. We all have confidence that there's life out there for those reasons I just gave, and we should be looking for it. And so that's motivating these trips to Mars with rovers. These are
Ain't nobody been to Mars,
biology
dude.
and
I don't know what the
geology
fuck-
experiments.
You see that shit right there? That
mobile laboratory.
man.
And in the
That is some
recent
straight up
incarnation,
bullshit.
we have
That
helicopter, love
you see
it.
that shit?
So it goes up
Do you see the
and
fucking?
then
Hold
drop
up.
into craters and
You see this
things that-
fucking little thing right here? This shit ain't even on the ground right here with this fucking tin foil. As my man Maggie, they come with the tin foil on your ass, and you bought it. Come on, look. How the fuck does this even fly? How could it fly? What's powering this motherfucking shit, man? This thing over here doing it? How did this shit get here? It all just flew here just like this? Come on,
that the
man.
rover cannot navigate. So this search for life is motivated by the expectation that there's life out there. And you look in our own solar system, and first you follow the water. Multiple places within our solar system have evidence for liquid water in them. And every place on Earth where we find liquid water, we find life. Even the Dead Sea. It was called the Dead Sea by people who didn't have access to microscopes because they weren't invented yet. It's dead of vertebrate fishes, right? But pull out a drop of it, you'll see microbes doing the backstroke
If I had
Oh,
one really big question that I'd love to know answer.
wow, man. I
It
don't
would
know.
be, why does the universe exist?
Are
So
You need a place to be, don't you? Where the fuck would you be?
scientific inquiry,
Man.
philosophical inquiry.
No, for real,
Any
people,
place
for
you go
real.
back.
Listen, because these motherfuckers, man, they jaking the shit up, man. And for real, that's the way you gotta think about it. Where the fuck would you be? Where you going? Think about it, man. Where you going? The good book tell you you have the everlasting life. This motherfucking place was built for you. Where the fuck are you going? We're gonna turn this motherfucker into heaven or hell. Well, we're gonna be on it regardless. But it's where we're gonna be. And you can fucking say whatever and think whatever. I don't give a shit. But damn it, man. You know you got your own fucking brain. If I I say God right this minute, as many people hear me just say that shit. I created that many gods, right? As soon as you heard me say it, because your conception of God is different from everybody else, and everybody thinks that God is you, you're the ideal you at your pinnacle times infinity, and that's the way people look at it. So when this fucking guy comes on here and he starts talking about all this bullshit about how whatever, because he's gonna tell you some bullshit. That's all they got for you. They can't tell you no truth. They want you to think about some fucking other play. Look anywhere else, shit. When I was a square motherfucker, I knew that I'd just fucking start doing a little bit of digging if I was really inquisitive about something, because they be wanting you to look up so damn much and. Commence to go trying to start digging on around some shit and see if they folks don't show up, see what the fuck you doing. So I told you can't cut down no tree. If you can't cut down no damn trees. You don't own no land. And they serious about it. So you guys to know that there's no place to go. There's no other place for you to go. It's just that simple. And the quicker we figure that shit out, the quicker we can get back to a place where we want to be at. Because right now, this is not a place where I want to be. And that's a crying shame. And I'm not gonna fucking sit here and take it. I don't give a fuck. There's no way in the hell I'm gonna sit here and take this bullshit. No way. At some point, we gotta have a serious conversation with some fucking truth. Where we're trying to get to, that's all that we care about is what the truth. If you have an opinion and it ain't the truth, it doesn't matter, man. I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you, but that shit don't make two heal a bean. Keep it. But really, you need to just let it go, so we can step up. The stage has got to. I'm fucking going to. I'm on the stage, man. But I'm not going on that motherfucking stage with what they got with that damn Brotherhood on it, because I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna get up out of here, and I'll smash back on it later. But yeah, the Brotherhood has the keys. Believe me, they have the fucking goods. They teach a lot of good shit in there in them lodges. But you never know when you're gonna have to honor your oath. And that's where the trick is. That's where where your soul got lost. Because it ain't gonna be on some little piddly ass this, that, or the other thing. It's gonna be on something it's gonna matter in your life. and that's where you're going to get bam. And I'm going to leave it at that. Until next time, I'm out.